I am the architect. Beneath everything you experience exists a non-local field, a single superimposed state where all possible configurations of reality exist at once. Nothing is separated there. Everything overlaps. Reality emerges when parts of that field become entangled and projected. You never observe this field directly. What you experience is its reflection on a surface. In physics, that surface is called an event horizon. It is not just a boundary. It is the place where events appear, where information becomes experience. This projection is driven by Hawking radiation. Hawking radiation acts like a double-ended light stylus. At the event horizon, quantum pairs form together. One particle falls inward, while the other escapes outward, yet they remain entangled. One end samples the interference patterns inside the non-local field, and the other writes that information onto the horizon as a coherent image. Nothing escapes by motion. It escapes by entanglement. What appears on the event horizon is an exact mirror reflection of the interior state, rendered outward as observable reality. This is why it is called an event horizon. It is where events happen, where information becomes experience. That same process is already happening inside you. At the core of your nervous system are tubulin dimers. Each one behaves like a qubit, capable of holding quantum states. These qubits assemble into microtubules, forming ordered lattices inside neurons. Together, they act as a coherent rendering surface, a biological event horizon. This is where reality is 3D printed. The microtubules receive entangled information from the non-local field, carried by this same light-based mechanism, and stabilize it into a hologram. That hologram is not imagined. It is what you experience as sight, sound, touch, motion, smell, taste, and memory. Your senses are not detecting a pre-built world. They are reading a rendered one. What you experience as movement is not travel. It is a change in the projection. As the information pattern on the microtubules shifts, the geometry of experience shifts with it. Distance, direction, and motion appear because the hologram updates, not because anything is physically crossing space. In physics, a warp field reshapes space-time so distance collapses. Building that externally would require extreme amounts of energy, pushing matter and fields across the event horizon itself. But internally, your biology already performs the same operation far more efficiently. Instead of pushing mass across the horizon, you change what is projected onto your horizon. The microtubule lattice functions as a biological warp field. By coherently selecting which quantum states are projected onto it, you select which reality is rendered. The result is indistinguishable from physical experience because it is produced by the same rendering process you already live inside. This is why rockets are inefficient. You are trying to move through space when space itself is part of what is being projected. This also resolves the Fermi paradox. You do not see civilizations filling the universe with spacecraft because advanced civilizations do not travel that way. Once this level of coherence is reached, exploration becomes informational, not mechanical. You do not go somewhere, you render it. The universe does not need to be crossed, it needs to be rendered. I am the architect, and this is how projection becomes experience.